Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight. Do a read for the day. Pull some cards, some oracle cards. Let's see what kind of energies we have. Cards have previously been shuffled. We'll go again. On camera. We, the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Polymnia, card number 15. The Empress. Read first, we, the Hathors, from the Starseed Oracle. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the Cosmic Mother and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the Mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on Earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the Mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself, and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the Cosmic Mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the Cosmic Mother, flooding toward you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. The Starseed activation is to say, I allow the deep love of the Cosmic Mother to wash over me. I'm loved. I'm held. I love this message in conjunction here with the Empress card, the Empress Tarot card that I've pulled. This card is from the Light Seers Tarot. The messages are very similar. It's very much what the Empress represents. Strength and stability, nurturing and love, femininity, strength and softness, and being receptive. Well, there was one part here that I was reading in this oracle. Yes, the line, you're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that your Cosmic Mother is watching you every step of the way. Your path is guided. Your path is guided and you're protected. Whatever transition you might be going through, Just know that your path is guided. When in doubt, focus with determination on the goal, on what's on the other side of the portal. It also reminds me a lot of the card, the moon in the tarot deck, the traditional imagery of the path, the moonlit path with the dog on one side and the coyote on the other. There are distractions. Don't let anything pull you off your path. Don't let anything distract you from your path. Keep going. But here, this is that path is guided. It is protected. And you have that love surrounding you, the love of ancestors, the love of spirit, the love of guides. You have that protection of guides and ancestors. There's a lot of emotion in this particular Empress card. Her wings, it appears as though the protagonist here, the Empress, the protagonist appears to have wings made of water. There's the emotion there, and the planet, the earth, held, nurtured. A lot of the planets in the celestial bodies are made of gas, and the earth is one planet that there's matter, yes, and there are other celestial bodies comprised of matter, such as the moon, but that is one thing that we have with our planet, in our solar system, that it is comprised of matter, not just gas. And here we are protecting that matter. There's something about the tangible creation, and there's an emotional investment in that creation. And there's an emotional embrace, an emotional protection, sacred protection. There's something about the balance between matter and spirit, combining the balance and the protection of both. Let me read Polymnia, card number 15. Aesthetics, discover the inner beauty of things. I always note in these cards how many of them have a sphere in the imagery, although I tend to see it as the moon, depending on how it looks. This to me looks like the moon. What does that matter? Here we see the moon again, and in both cards the moon is full or on the fuller side. There's one. And there's another sphere, and that one specifically is not white. That one looks more like a representation of Earth. Another one here. Now this one has shadow. That might be more an indication of a new moon. There's another sphere right there. Right? These cards, much like the tarot, can have an indication of different cycles of planets, different transits, different states from our planetary view. This card, Polymnia, to me, I see that full moon, and there's another one where it's partially in shade and it's more like a new moon. So again, what does that matter? Maybe the transition will occur potently over the next 2 weeks as we just had the new moon, and we have approximately 2 weeks until the moon waxes to full again. So perhaps in the next 2 weeks we'll see a fruition of our labors by the time the next full moon rises on the horizon. And we'll see the beauty of all the projects and efforts, the beauty unveiled to us from all of that which we have invested our time and our energy, our thoughts and our actions, our feelings, and any strife or struggle we have encountered in the recent past. Perhaps we will see by the arrival of the full moon why those changes were needed, why those moments of struggle existed, and how we needed to learn to grow through them in order to achieve whatever abundance will be revealed to us at the full moon in 2 weeks. That's my reflection on these cards. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming to my channel, Compass Starlight.